Okay, we're looking at pronunciation again, and this is a problem which I have had for a very long time, and I think a lot of native speakers have the same problem. Quite often natives will mix up R and W, okay, R and W. What they usually do is they find it very difficult to make the R sound, and so they use the W sound instead of the R sound. And they mispronounce all of these words and say them so that they're like all of these words. And this is the problem. If you mispronounce R, if you always pronounce R as W, people won't be able to hear these words. They will hear these words instead. So these are our minimal pairs. They only differ in terms of the R or the W sound, and the W sound is all here, the R sound is all here, even when you start with a W, yeah? And sometimes words like, say, wrong, wrong, they're not wong, they're not W sound, they are R sound, even though they start with a W. So be aware that just because you see a word like I write, yeah, I write essays every day, I write, not I white. Yeah, remember that write and white, the colour white, are minimal pairs, yeah? Right, white. So what is the difference? Let me show you with my mouth, but I must admit I've had this problem before where I have you. It's when I speak quickly, usually my R sound starts to sound like my W, and that's not a good thing, not a good thing at all. But I'm going to try to show you how you make the R sound and the W sound. Now, in my opinion, the R sound is more active. You have to do more with your mouth. With the R sound, you look at my mouth, I do this. And I don't do that for the W sound, which is just a and I'm trying to show you where my lips go, because they go into very different positions for the R and for the W sound. So for R, I always have my teeth, my top row of teeth are almost touching my bottom lip. They're almost touching or they are touching. So I go, can you see? I don't know if you want to really look into my mouth, probably not. But these teeth here are touching that lip there, just about there. It's and when I make that noise, my teeth just touch, just slightly touch, not in a big way. They don't go right in. They just slightly touch that bottom lip. Now that does not happen. My teeth do not touch my bottom lip with the W sound. The W sound starts like this. Yeah, and not like this, but like this. And it just not the, but It sounds slightly shorter to me, the W, and there's less that you have to do with your teeth, with your lips. There's less that you have to do. It's an easier sound to make, which explains why so many people don't make the R sound, but they just make the W sound instead. Yeah, and they say I was white, meaning I was right, right. Yeah, they use the W sound instead because this is the easier one. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Whereas the R sound is the. Let me say these words: rage, rage, and wage. Wage, rage, wage, rage, wage, rage, wage, raid, wade. And by the way, that's exactly the same pronunciation. These are homophones. Raid, wade. He weighed 10 kilograms. Yeah, the baby weighed 20 kilograms. But there was a nighttime raid on a military base. Yeah, raid, 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 wade, raid, wade. Now let's try two more words which are very common. Rare, rare, and where, where. And yes, these are homophones. They're exactly the same pronunciation. I wear a school uniform, and where is my cup of coffee? Yeah, where, exactly the same, but this is different. There, not where, but there. Look at what my lip and teeth are doing. There. They touch every time. They never touch for the W. Where. I just go, where. Wait. And by the way, that's exactly the same pronunciation as that one. Yeah, they're homophones. Wait. Yeah, wait. Rate. The R is harder work.